Hey everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So Jeremy Sorvisto is a 37-year-old Michigan resident who was seen on surveillance video inside the Capitol with another January 6th defendant, Carl Dresch. And in the lead up to the attack, Sorvisto's fiance, Ashley Aho, posted a photo of the two of them on Instagram. So the photo showed the two of them in the backseat of a car, presumably on their way to DC. And she wrote, quote, DC tomorrow, hashtag Toledo, hashtag Trump 2020. Now, stay tuned to the end of this because I have a very funny story to tell you about my interaction with Ashley Aho. So the day after the Capitol attack, Aho sent an attachment to Dresch. That was the guy he went into the Capitol with, I should say. The document was about the FBI seeking information about the January 6th participants. The following day, January 8th, Sorvisto sends Dresch a link to a video, and that video was titled, quote, Ashley Babbitt alive and well, the false flag shooting. And the video description said, quote, you have been played. Chalk one more up for the deep state. Sheeple will still believe whatever they are told. Witness with your own eyes, the officer swings his gun in a different direction. So these people seriously can't make up their minds. They don't know whether Ashley Babbitt is a martyr who was murdered by the deep state or if she is a deep state crisis actor. They just can't decide. I think her husband, who's suing the government, knows that she wasn't a crisis actor. But yeah. Anyway, on January 21st, Aho sends a message. So remember, that's his fiance, Sorvisto's fiance. She sends a message to a friend and she says, quote, Carl's in jail, facing 20 years in jail, might be after us too. They'll know we messaged Carl about renting the car and shit. Then in a separate message, she wrote, quote, every time we hear someone outside, we freak TF out. The fuck? Everybody knows what that means, right? Anyway, so her friend tried to calm her down and reminded her that she wasn't there. And Aho replied and said, quote, yeah, Jeremy was, though. I did post Jeremy's pics, deleted them real quick within 10 minutes, but people seemed to think I was there and threatened me. Now, here's the thing. So far, there's, to my knowledge, no videos, no photo evidence showing Sorvisto's fiance at the Capitol, this Ashley Aho. So she hasn't been charged, she hasn't been arrested, but there were private Facebook messages sent from her Facebook account, and she implicates herself in these messages. So one message that was sent on January 6th read, quote, they're gassing us, LOL. We got protection, though, going into the White House. Not the White House. And then there was and then there was another January 6th Facebook message sent from Aho's account as well. And it included a photo that was taken inside the building. And it read, quote, in the Capitol. Then on January 7th, there was another message sent from her account, from Aho's Facebook account, to a friend. This is to her friend. And the message included a photo of Sorvisto, her boyfriend, her fiance, holding a bottle of beer on the Capitol grounds. And Aho wrote in part, quote, we drank beer on the steps of the White House. Then the friend asks her, White House or Capitol steps? To which Aho replied, quote, Capitol. Then in a second reply, Aho said, quote, there's Jeremy. I forgot to take a selfie. And it's not as if Sorvisto didn't have his own Facebook account, because the FBI wrote in the affidavit that both of their Facebook accounts, both Sorvisto's and Aho's Facebook accounts, were disabled within 4 minutes of each other on January 24th. So it's not him posting, right? And she mentions Jeremy. So she's clearly the one who's messaging these people. And she's saying, I forgot to take a selfie. So we'll see what happens. But as of now, Aho is in the clear. Sorvisto, on the other hand, was arrested on April 7th. He was charged with the typical 4 misdemeanors we've seen over and over again: entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of parading or demonstrating in a Capitol building. Well, on September 3rd, he entered into a plea deal. Sorvisto pleaded guilty to the parading charge. He was facing up to 6 months in prison and then thousands of dollars in fines. Prosecutors were only asking for 30 days behind bars, though, because he wasn't violent. He didn't destroy anything. At least there's no evidence to show that he did. And in this case, the judge agreed. And the judge ended up sentencing Sorvisto to 30 days in jail. He gave him a $500 restitution fee. I mean, I guess based on what we've seen in other cases, this makes sense. Still don't think it's enough, but, I guess it makes sense based on all of the other sentencing. But here's the thing that I wanted to share with you guys that's funny. And in relation to this case, Sorvisto's fiance, Ashley Aho, sent me a link to Sorvisto's online fundraising page. Somehow on Twitter, she found the video short that I created about Sorvisto's arrest. And under my tweet about that arrest and that video, she left a link to his Give, Send, Go page. So I just started laughing when I realized who had sent it to me. It's actually her account. Wait, are you telling me that, the people who went to the Capitol on January 6th, they don't actually research? They just read headlines? They don't actually look at the facts to try to determine what's going on? They just make assumptions? No, that can't be, can it? Anyway, I took a look at it. I took a look at his fundraising page, and he's raised a whopping, as of the time I looked at it, like $450 or something. He was hoping for $20,000. That's what he wanted to raise. So I won't be contributing, but thank you for sharing, Ashley. Sharing is caring. Anyway, guys, I just thought that was funny. I will let you know when I hear more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.